Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So it is Saturday morning here, start of the weekend, and yesterday Germany released the first 8 songs. So I'm trying to get my head around the process for UNSER LIED FUR LIVERPOol 2023. So there are 8 songs, and there seems to be that there are 6 songs that are competing on TikTok. So TikTok users can vote for the 9th finalist. Okay, with that logic then, what I probably will do then is probably do 2 videos, one for the 8 confirmed and then one for the 6 TikTok videos. So yeah, generally from what I was gathering on Twitter, there seems to be some positivity around these songs, a huge step up from last year. So let's check them out. Okay, song 1, Anica. Russo, Once Upon a Dream. I mean, music video alone is already promising compared to last year. One by one. I'm happy with that shake-up. I was losing a little interest. She's stunning as well. It's kind of cool, kind of edgy. It's not trying to tap into any kind of gimmicks. Okay. Yeah, there's a nice little melody on that chorus. Okay, so that's song 1 of 8. That's not a bad start. The quality of the video already makes me happy. She's stunning, and yeah, it's giving that kind of cool, edgy vibe. So there is clearly a demographic out there that would definitely kind of tap into this sound. Good start. In regards to a promising start, in regards to the quality of songs that maybe I'm about to listen to. So let's go on to song number 2. Okay, Frida Gold. Arrow in the back, literally, with a Spanish guitar effect coming in here. Everyone's got an arrow in the back. Certainly got my attention. Promising start. Quite like this one. Is that her? Is that Frida? Oh, I like this one. It feels quite very heartfelt. Production's understated. Right, screw this. I need to know, is that Frida? One would suggest that is Frida. That looks like Frida, right? So the dancer is Frida. Awesome. I mean, if you are a subscriber and follower of my channel, you do know that I'm a big sucker for strings and a production. And the strings coming through at the moment just ultimately elevate the song for me. It's just this heartfelt... I've just realised it's 3 minutes and 55. Does that mean it needs to be cut down? This is good. I'm enjoying this. It's that mixture of kind of Spanish guitar, strings, backing vocals, a nice decent melody as well on this chorus. Whilst I don't really understand what she's saying. The way it's being sung. Emotion. This is very good. I like this one. Oh, is that over? Yeah. Oh, easy. Very, very good. So what did I didn't give Anica a score, did I? Let's go 7.5 for Anica. It was nice. I don't really remember it now. But that one, that has impact. That has impact. I'm going to go 8.8 for that. But without stating the obvious, wouldn't expect a song from Germany to sound like that. But also, I'm not in Germany, so I don't know what's current, what's fresh, what's being played on the radio there. Right, song number 3, but that is very good. Very good. Okay. Lonely Spring. I mean, I grew up with this music. This was the sort of music that all the cool kids would listen to, while I would still be listening to Samantha Mumba and Steps. I mean, it's doing this genre well. If I really do a bit of research, I could probably find a couple of songs that sound very similar to this. Particularly songs growing up. This song makes me want to listen to Amy Studd. She was a British singer. She released a song called Misfit. Very, very good. This sort of sound, I don't know if Eurovision fans of my age will remember, 2007, Andorra, right? Anonymous. The band was called Anonymous. The song was a cheesier-ish version of this sort of sound, and that nearly qualified. I think there is a market for this, but I didn't know whether this boat had sailed in regards to this sound, but... Yeah, this is a sound that's very familiar to me, and like I said, it's giving me flashbacks of growing up. For 3 days, give up. Aww. Yeah, life can be tough. He's not wrong. Yeah, and don't I know what it means to be a misfit. Right, okay. I get the sound. I do get the sound. Even growing up, I didn't really buy into this sound. So, in all seriousness, I'm going to give that a 7. There is some catchy elements to it, but it's just not a sort of sound that I vibe with. But, yeah. Song 4. Fabulous. What's this band called? Lord of the Law. Already the first 20 seconds. A lot going on. Lord of the Lost. I find this song fascinating. His voice is so diverse. This is a shade of rock which I can buy into, and this is a shade of rock which I think can be and is very welcomed at Eurovision. Yeah. We could die. Oh, hold on a minute. There's more. Oh, okay. Okay, so for me, Lord of the Lost is a little bit of... Imagine Wigwam from Norway has a baby with Hatari from Iceland, and then that gives us Lord of the Lost. It's definitely intriguing. It is rock with a camp edge. And I think that's totally epitomised in the name of the song, Blood and Glitter. I can't lie. I think that's probably my second favourite so far. Blood and Glitter. Got the melody down. Right, I'm going to give that an 8.1. 8.1. Lord of the Lost. Blood and Glitter. Oh, I enjoyed that. Okay, so we're now on Paddy Gurdy. Now, I think I've heard a snippet of this one because I do know that this has got a Celtic flair, because I remember seeing something a few weeks back on, I think, Twitter, and I think I clicked on a soundbite. People were talking about this song weeks ago. So it's made the top 8, which is great. So other than knowing that it has a Celtic vibe, that's as much as I remember. So let's check out Paddy, song number 5. I mean, it is very promising. It's not a sound that people are going to expect from Germany, right? Does anyone remember Timotei from Melody Festival in that girl band, which I was obsessed with? Released 2 albums, both amazing. I don't think they're together anymore. This is very much Timotei, but it's less Schlager. I like the verses. Shane, it is Schlager. What are you chatting on about? It is somewhat Timotei, which I love. I just don't know whether, because it does not sound like a song that would come from Germany, whether that's a good thing. I don't know if that would work against them. It's quite good. It's not anything revolutionary, but it definitely deserves its place in this mix as far as 5 songs that I've listened to. I need to go back, sorry, I need to listen to the last bit again. And I like this lead into the chorus. It's just the chorus, I need to... Melodies of hope in the barren ground, I see them all around. Thank you very much for the lyrics, Paddy Gurdy. In a better day. Okay, so far Frida's still my favourite. I'm just thinking, whilst Lord of the Lost had me completely hooked in regards to being absolutely fascinated, this is probably the sort of sound that I would listen to over Blood and Glitter. But ultimately, it still doesn't shine that one for me. Like I said, unfortunately, because when I was hearing it, I was thinking of Timotei, and then I was comparing this song to their songs. And yeah, that has impacted my judgment slightly. Right, Patty Gurdy, I gave Lord of the Lost 8.1. I'm going to give that an 8. I think, an 8. Because I know me. I know my sound. I know that I will listen to that one again. Right, song 6. Okay, René Miller. It's a good melody on this chorus. I liked the drop. This is quite good. Okay, I'm sold. René Miller. Just trying to think for Eurovision. Whilst I quite like it, is it the right one for Eurovision? Down the ground. This is a good one. This chorus is a good chorus. I like this one. This has got a chorus that can stay in your brain. Oh no. Oh, it was a full 3 minutes. Didn't feel like it. In a good way. So there was something about Frida's that I still think has got under my skin a little bit. In a good way. I'm going to give that an 8.6. That's a good one. That's a good one. So that's my second place. Right, 2 more songs of the 8 without the obviously TikTok qualifier. Oh, okay. So I did see something on Twitter. Eurovision fans, they are eagle-eyed. TRONG, he posted something, I think, on Instagram or Twitter saying that he's on his way to Germany for a big project. And someone posted being like, Eurovision much? And it ends up being true by the looks of things. Right, Dare to be Different, TRONG. Love it. My favourite. I'm already loving the message of this song. I love the message of this song. Watching this makes me feel really old. This is very youthful. I just don't know if this is right for Eurovision. But fundamentally, the message of the song is totally on brand for me. Dude can dance. Kudos to the choreographer. I'm loving the choreography. And I wonder whether he's going to give this choreography on stage. And as a result, is his live vocal going to be able to keep up with him? But it's not a hard song to sing from what I can gather. On a serious note, the choreographer. Let's award that person, because this choreography is awesome. TRONG. Okay. Right. This is our time. I'm going to give that an 8. An 8. So ultimately this morning has been a very positive experience. Generally, out of the 7 songs I've listened to so far, 6 of them are above 8. Right, okay. We've got our final song. Will Church. This one's good. This one is very promising. Whilst there is that repetitive edge there on that chorus, for me it works. This one's good. That one's good. That one's good. It's interesting. The ones that I've gelled with this morning are the ones that aren't in your face, but ultimately. That one's good. That one's good. Right. Let's digest. Right, let's get the obvious things out of the way. That, or checking in with those 8 songs, unless, yes, there's still one more, was a much more positive experience than checking out the songs last year. Although Anxiety, and actually Malik's song was good, Rockstar, and it ended up being a little bit of a surprise hit after Eurovision anyway, particularly on Spotify. Well, those 2 songs were standouts. There was no other song last year that was warranted to kind of genuinely being talked about. So, okay, so from this mix, I think my top 3 are quite clear. Now, I do want to just say, honourable mentions, is TRONG and Lord of the Lost, for very, very different reasons. Lord of the Lost, I kind of loved that rock with a camp kind of tinge to it. It's the kind of rock that I can feel invited into. And I just found that video and the song itself absolutely fascinating. And TRONG, I mean, kudos for the energy, kudos for the choreography, kudos for the message of the song. And genuinely, I enjoyed every single second of watching that music video. But ultimately, of the songs that kind of make me think that I want to go away now and listen to them again, well, in 3rd place, Will Church. There's something about that song. It's a blend of his vocals, the tone of his voice, that chorus, the kind of army drum thing at the end to kind of add to that kind of climax. I enjoyed that song, despite the fact that evidently it was one of the least impressive videos here. It didn't matter. That song stood out to me. So for me, 3rd place is Will Church. 2nd place, René Miller. That is a good song. That is a good song. And I think my top 2, certainly, I want to listen to again right now. There's something about that chorus that just gets under your skin. And moreover, I don't know, it just felt kind of... I can imagine that song appealing to multiple demographics. Older generation, my generation. But also, because it does sound a bit fresh, a younger generation as well. Like, I do like that song. I do like that song. But for me, number 1, it was song number 2. It just saved me the whole time. Frida. everything for me works with that song. In regards to the interpretive dance, the arrow in the back, obviously I need to go away and check the lyrics about what that's about, but the Spanish guitar with the strings, with this kind of emotive vocal effect in regards to how the song's being sung. I didn't know what the song was about, but I didn't need to. I was emotionally connected to it. For me, out of this bunch, and whilst I like Will Church, and whilst I like René Miller, and I think René Miller would be more of a commercial choice, potentially. Do I think any of these are Eurovision winners? Probably not. Do I think any of these are top 4? Probably not. But all 3 in my top 3, I think that there is a possibility or a route where they could certainly have a chance of left-hand side of the board. And being British, when you have a few years of just being knocked back and just not doing well, you have to build yourself back up again. And I don't know whether this is going to be a long road for Germany, but ultimately this national selection is certainly a step in the right direction. I think Frida's is going to be one that, because Germany's already in the final, it doesn't have to worry about qualifying without the jury there. I think Frida would be more of a kind of wild card. Let's see how that goes, because I can totally see a world where that will win people over. It won me over. But then René is a bit more kind of safer. But it's a good quality commercial song. So, but again, Germany's sent good commercial quality songs in the past and they've kind of had a lackluster result. So, interesting. So my job today or tomorrow is to check out the 6 that are vying for the TikTok place. I think that's going to be decided in the next couple of days, right? So I probably want to get it around doing that quite quickly. But yeah, we will leave it there. So if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the notification. Please subscribe. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.